The basics for building good, successful, long-term relationships. Number one, commitment. Number two, communication. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. No, number one is communication. Number two is follow-up. And now we're into number three, which I already gave it to you. It is commitment. So we'll write that up here. Commitment. Commitment. So when you've already communicated with a person and you've already, listened to them, they've spoken with you, and life is kind of getting off onto the good track. You're starting to build this relationship, just getting into the very beginning moments of it. And then, the ball got left in your court, so to speak. So now you were following up with them. And then, they say, sure, let's just use a dinner example again. They said, sure, we'd love to have you. Can you come over for dinner? You said, I'd love to. Now, the next thing is that both of you, just like communication is a two-way street, commitment is a two-way street as well. So now they're gonna have you over, so they're gonna commit to prepare a meal for you, and you're gonna commit to show up when you say you're gonna show up. Now, this is one thing we hear in the field all the time here at Nashville Dirt Works, is that there's people just not showing up. Not with our company, but with other companies, they're just not showing up. People are not doing what they say they'll do, whether it's the job. They're not showing up when they say they'll show up. And that's a very difficult thing. If you can't show up, if you're on the side of the contractor, if you cannot show up, then please give the client a call and just say, listen, we're not gonna be able to make it at this certain time when I told you we're gonna be able to make it because of X, Y, and Z's happened, or whatever. And make sure those are real examples. Make sure those are, because all along the way, through the communication and through the follow-up, you want to operate in, and I think three different areas really are highly important. First of all, honesty, integrity, and gratitude. So just kind of taking a sidestep from the communication and the follow-up, and now we're into the commitment. When you operate with a level of honesty, integrity, and gratitude, first of all, you're saying, you know what, I'm going to be honest with you no matter what, whether it's good or bad or right or wrong, or the thing gets crazy or everything is wonderful. I'm going to be honest. And people appreciate honesty and integrity and just being real. Go back to saying again, just be real. And then at the same time, have a level of gratitude about you and humility that you're thankful for the opportunity they've given you to work the job. Now I'm back to the client business relationship. You're thankful for the opportunity that they've given you to do this work for them, or to have this service to them, or to sell this product to them. Because if it wasn't for the customer, if it wasn't for the client, we and others would not be in business doing what we do. So be thankful, have a level of gratitude, be appreciative for this opportunity. And you know what? There's going to come up times when things happen and problems happen. Don't dodge those problems. Don't dodge those obstacles. Jump into those obstacles, because they are opportunities for you guys to grow, for you to build a better relationship than you already have. So if you handle it and you handle those obstacles correctly. So it's very important when obstacles come up. I know we're a little bit sidetracked here, but when obstacles come up, hey, pick up the phone, call them. Shoot a quick email. Say, hey, what's going on? Let's talk about it. Let's meet together. How can we resolve this issue or problem or need or whatever the case may be, and address those as they come up. Don't run for those, because that's where the relationship starts to go south so many times, when you run from your problems, run from the obstacles, run from the issues, etc. So address those, get your relationship back on track. Remember, building good relationships, some of the basics are communication, follow-up, commitment. You have committed to follow. I'm fixing to get into it. I almost gave you the fourth one here, but now you're committed to do, whether it's the job for them, you're committed to go over to dinner with your friends, you're committed to take your kids to school, or you're committed to your spouse for life. Keep those commitments.